Welcome to... Oh my god, no. Gary, it's the cab version of Bessie Higginbottom, the brat who attacked us at Penn Station.
I know that. This has got to be the most humiliating things that has ever happened. Cat Bessie, what are you doing here?
Oh my god. No. I cannot believe I'm meeting you guys again. And General Guy, you're that same guy I met at Taco John's. As for 5 of those people over there, they're the same guys I met at California Pizza Kitchen. And I cannot believe that all of you working here, except for General Guy, Classic Lincoln Loud, Classic Lisa Loud, Fake Max and Fake Bonnie, killed my regular clone at a different Taco John's that is in Ohio last August. And then most of you working here attacked her again at Wingstop.
Well, for all we give a crap, Bessie deserves to be killed twice for what she did to Bailey, Greg and Gary at Penn Station. I agree with Devious Diesel. So, did you come here to get some food?
No. I'm not getting anything from here because almost all of you have killed my regular clone and her family. And I heard that they have been brought back as reanimations and turned them against everyone.
Well, it looks like you found out about the reanimation jutsu ever since you watched the news story about the Wins etc. incident a while back. In fact, we all have something to say about your regular clone.
No. You better not disrespect her death again. It already happened twice, and I don't want it happening again.
Too bad. We all have something to say about your regular clone.
I'm warning you. If you think about disrespecting her death again, you're gonna see what happens.
Cat Bessie, we all have something to say about your regular clone, and we're gonna say it in 3, 2, 1, 0. Bessie Higginbottom is one of the worst human beings in this entire planet. We don't give a crap if you were suffering, because Bessie deserves to be killed, become reanimated, and be controlled to do a load of bad stuff for all we give a crap. I agree with General Guy. In our opinion, Bessie is so stupid, dumb, ugly, unfunny, untrustworthy, and more. And we are glad that she died and become reanimated later. And I'm so glad to hear that she is on our side now that she is reanimated because to be honest, she deserves to die. I agree with what Devious Diesel just said. We are glad that we killed Bessie, and became the cause of her being reanimated into a troublemaker. And it was so satisfying when I used my bat with spikes to finish her off. I was so happy she died from those injuries we gave her from that beating during the first Taco John's incident. And even though I stayed out of assaulting her the second time, it was so satisfying seeing her get killed again. Yeah. Bessie is literally the worst girl who ever existed in the world. All she does is get on people's nerves, yell in their ears, all that bull. And we are glad that we killed her, because we couldn't stand her annoying us and everybody she sees.
I agree with everything they're saying. Nobody gave a crap about Higginbottom, not ever God. Heck, the world mistaken her. Also, people should make grounded and punishment day videos out of her. Everybody hates her, including the viewers, even though we hate them, but still, she deserves to have bad videos made out of her, and she deserves to get killed by us. She is worse than Butterscotch, Dan Hamming, Twilight Sparkle, Token Black, and all of her worst enemies combined. All of her troublemaking clones are way better than her. Also, she is an ugly badge-obsessed freak with no life whatsoever, and she deserves to get killed and become reanimated for all we give a crap.
I agree as well. Her mother should have gotten an abortion when she was a baby in her stomach when she was pregnant. If that happened, she would have never been born, and this world would be a much better place for all of us.
I agree with my brother. And speaking of which, she is the most ugliest person who ever existed. And my friends had good points when they said that she looked so ugly because she looks even more uglier than her mother. And if her mother died before she was a little kid, then Bessie would have never been born and this whole world would be a much better place for all of us. We wanted that to happen, but no it did not. And if it were to happen, we would go back in time to kill her ancestor so her mother would not exist.
I agree with Classic Lisa Loud. Bessie's ancestors don't deserve to exist at all, even though we never seen them, but thank God they're dead. Also, her grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins should go commit suicide, because they all look terrible.
I agree with my boyfriend. And hey, race the number one thing we think about Bessie Higginbottom. She is an And we take no regrets in saying this at all. We mean it. Bessie is the worst girl to ever exist.
I agree with what they said. Me too.
Me 3.
Me 4. Screw Bessie and screw her for all eternity. Now we're finished.
Oh my god. Oh my. I cannot believe you disrespected my regular clone's death again. This is literally the 3rd time this happened. What in the name of God is wrong with all of you? First at Checkers, then Com Supermarket, and now this. You just broken my freaking heart even more. Nobody, not even her haters, all of the people who hated the Mighty B show, or any of the characters who hated her in her show, would say stuff like that. You know what? That's it. I'm going to beat the ever-living crap out of all of you, and all of the people watching you, except for the ones with Renegan, the ones who have been staying out of the salt, and the reanimations. And I don't care if the reanimations are watching you. I'm gonna smack you all down for this. Get ready for the biggest beating ever for killing my regular clone and disrespecting her death for the 3rd time, and here it comes right now.
Hey! Oh no! She wants me right now. No! What bananas? Ouch! My arms are burning.
And now, almost all of your gang members are next, starting with Bailey. 40 Ingram sensated most of the beating on my regular clone when she got assaulted the first time.
Oh my god. This really hurts so bad. This surpasses all the beatings I have gotten in my jobs.
I agree. This is even worse than the beating we got at Punch Burger, Zaxby's, and Dickie's Barbecue Pit. And even more worse than the beating some of us got in a Grandma's Pancake House in Popeyes.
Yeah. This is also even worse than the beating we gotten at Wingstop, Moe's Southwest Grill, Asiana Market, and Oriental Market. Get messy, you will seriously pay for this when we meet again. We're serious.
Try to make me pay. I dare you. This is what all of you get for disrespecting my regular clone's death and for killing her twice. Not only that, but this is also payback for killing some of her friends and family members as well. Now I'm going to.
Now, would anyone like to volunteer to throw her out?
I will.
Okay, go ahead.
Now stay out of here and don't try to beat up my friends, and my dark and classic clone again.
I know. I'm under arrested.
Yep. Now get in the police car right now. You're serving 1,000 years in prison. And yes, I'm sending you to the bad officers police station, not the actual police station. If we ever, and I mean ever, see Cat Bessie again, we will give her the same beating we gave to Cat Adelaide and Cat Tweak Tweak at Punch Burger and Jellabers, but it's going to be even worse than those two combined, even though the Punch Burger incident is forever the top one worst incident.
I know, right? And she better be lucky we didn't transform into Guesha. Otherwise, she would be screwed right there. And we better not see her again, or she will so get it.
I agree. My cat clone needs to pay big time for what she did to you just now.
I agree as well. Now let's move on. Welcome to Bojangles. How may we help? This is what you get for coming into my site when I said no Pokemon characters allowed. And that was my last chance on running into them. And now, you're going to be reanimated after this episode. I hope you learned your lesson. Now to disappear you. And yes, I was the only one a part of this, while the rest were not. Now to move on.
I'm out of here because I'm the nice version of Emperor's Europe. And speaking of which, I'm going straight to Stinky Pete's next job to beat up my imposter for destroying my reputation.
Guess what? For going to beat up your bad clone at Stinky Pete's next job, you're banned from every single Bojangles forever.
I agree with Twilight Sparkle.
Me too. And me too. Get lost and don't come back. Also, if we see you again, we're going to insult you to death, and I will be a part of it.
I cannot believe Emperor's Yorick also has a nice clone. Me neither, Devious Diesel. Why can't nice clones of troublemakers stop coming into our sites? Just why?
I don't know, but we should just move on to the next customer.